Good afternoon to everybody, to the students of the Moshi Cooperative University and the first year, if I not be mistaken, second semester legal methods. True. Yes, it is recording now, and there are 4 or 5 types of the referencing is there, and let me throw light on the how a referencing could be made, writing the citation. And you have to write in that way which is given in your guidelines, either APA style or MLA style or Turabian style, Chicago style, or combination of the Turabian and Chicago style, and of how you should be written. You have to ascertain yourself, you can make it out. So here, a documentary note style, under this category, you are required to submit the references in the form of footnotes or endnotes. Footnote would become in the each page down, and the endnote the end of the your work. That is the difference between the footnote and endnote. Those notes are usually presented by some digits, also popularly known as superscripts. And generally the body is a 12 font, and the point is size of the letters are 12, and the font is Times New Roman, whereas comes to the footnote is 10 point, and the same time New Romans would be to be used over there. But I already told you the equation that every footnote end with the full stop. So already made the difference over there. Every footnote ends with the full stop. That one should have to keep it. And regarding the style is concerned, number is concerned, yes, Arabic numerals would be there for the footnote. The Arabic numerals never use in the body of your work in anywhere. Either you can use the small Roman, small capital Roman, or you can use the small a or capital A, or in that way that you can use it. But here what I want to say is this MLA referencing style is modern language association. That is especially this will be useful mostly in the languages. Languages we will use it. And hence we need not worry about this one. And just we can see that what is the APA style. APA style generally we use it. But generally in African and Asian, we use the Turabian and Chicago style, which is a combination of both. Let us throw light on the APA style. This is American Psychological Association. They developed this style. That's why we can say APA style referencing. In the referencing, it is shown clearly that there is a surname come first, next the first name or the second name would be used as the initials. Whenever the initials are used over there, Amna Akili, where there is a space is there, come and sit here. Every time you have to say. It is recorded, Amna Akili also recorded here. So now we will come symmetrical. It should be symmetrical. Not this is Imbali, not this is Mifupi. Symmetrical. Then the APA style is there. Whenever the surname would be there, it will be come in the front. The initial should be followed the later. The first name would be the initial, the second name also the initial, but the second name is said to be the middle name, you can say, and hence it will be the initials. That's why here it wrote is Servon, comma, initial D, full stop, then continuation is comma, and there are the two ways of writing it. Either you can write the symbol or you can write the and. Of course, the APA style, they say, they wrote the symbol ampersand. They wrote the ampersand, AMPERSAND. That is the Latin terminology for the symbol, and its equivalent is and, and, the equivalent. And Parvin, PERVIN, Parvin, comma, there is a L full stop, A full stop, and when the continuation comes, it should be a comma, but here the comma is not there. But generally the rule is there, LA full stop, comma, continuation is there, but year is coming, that's why that he eliminated it seems. So initials you have to write it, then within the circular bracket you have to write the year in the APA style. Not the square bracket could not be used. In any case, I am giving. In any case, You are not supposed to use any other bracket other than the circular or curved bracket. Circular bracket or round bracket. Only two brackets can be used over there. But when the matter comes to the reporters, where the volumes are there, you have to use the square bracket at the time. So that is you have to keep in the mind. So here the year always will be circular bracket. Never use the year in the square bracket. But when the reporters comes reporting where it is in the volumes, at that instance you can use the square bracket. Otherwise you are not supposed to use the square bracket wherever you like. Like I told you already that All England reports, Queen's Bench, Appeal Court, Time weekly report, Times Law report, all English reports which are in volumes, then only we can use the circular brackets. For other things, we use the square brackets. For other things, we have to use the circular brackets only. But here, when you are writing the referencing, in referencing, we never write square bracket. We write only circular bracket, round bracket. That's why here is a round bracket, which is immediately after the author is there in the APA style. Then it should be a full stop. Yes, it's a full stop. Then the title of the book. The title of the book. What is the title of the book? Personality. There is a subtitle is Theory and Research. When you write the research, R should be capital letter. You have to follow it. But I don't know why they did not follow the R capital letter in the theory and research. But again, always the title of the book, either APS style or MLA style or Turabian style or any style is, doesn't matter. Title of the book is always italics. And the first letter should be capital letter. And leaving the conjunctions, prepositions and articles. And here research is, and is a conjunction, coordinating conjunction, and A should not be a capital letter. But research, R should be a capital letter. It is a rule. It is a rule, but a small letter is there. I think something wrong. You should write the capital letter. Capital letter. Then always keep in the mind, title always ends with the full stop. Title always ends the full stop, and the year, if it is not in parenthesis, it will ends with the full stop. And edition, when you say you don't write the edition EDITION edition, you write the E capital letter, small d and full stop. Abbreviate shortening form should be used in the edition. When you come to the matter of the edition is concerned, the APS style, they will put it in a parenthesis, that is the circular bracket. They put it 13th edition. But here they did not write the E capital letter. He wrote the small ed. But generally the rule is there, when you are writing the shortening, the first letter should be the capital letter, the rest of the other letters should be the small letter, and it ends with the full stop. But the APS style, they were used only 13th, and 13th is not never will be written in their Roman letters. It will be written only Arabic numerals. Whatever the edition would be there, Arabic numerals, you have to write it. When there is no edition means it is deemed to be the first edition. I repeat, where there is no edition means it deems that it is the first edition. Second edition, yes, Arabic numerals 2, ND, then the style they use, the small letter they use it within parentheses, that will also be APS style, and the ED full stop and parenthesis code, and Wiley, and this Wiley publications it is. They wrote only the Wiley, means publisher's name. But naturally the imprint consisting of the 3 prongs I told you. Number 1, place of publication. Number 2, name of the publisher. Number 3, year of publication. And year of publication ends with the full stop. But here only wrote the name of the publisher. So this is the referencing style of it. But we don't use it this style mostly. Because the science people, other people, they use this style. But there are social science people, we don't use. We use either Chicago styles or Turabian style. I will make the modification here and there. Then I will say that style is very good style. It's a combination of the both Turabian and Chicago style. Or sometimes it will be Changania with the, mixed with the even Harvard style also. A little difference would be there from writing somewhere they write the E capital letter, somewhere they wrote the small letter. And somewhere they wrote the year after the author, and somewhere we don't write the year after, we write in the imprint. The name of the place of publication, name of the publisher, and year of publication. There the year comes over there. Now let us see the The referencing style was designated by the American Psychological Association. That's why he says APA style, and was initially used for the studies in psychology and social sciences. However, many researchers also do this study for other discipline also. At present, it is at the 7th edition from this type of the referencing style, often used in another date system and parenthetical referencing. They say parenthetical referencing because year is in the parenthesis. Year is in the parenthesis. That way, the other name is the parenthetical referencing. But you will see the Chicago referencing style. And the Chicago referencing style, there comes author. When you say the author, generally the author consists of the three parts. Number one, first name. Number two, middle name. Number three, surname. When you are writing the cataloging, surname should come first, and the first name initial would be made, the second name initial would be made. When the initials are made over there, you write the full stop and its continuation, comma, then another initial is there. You can write the initial and make the full stop. Of course, the two initials are there. The last initial only you have to put the full stop, first initial full stop, but the last initial continuation should go with the comma. So that was the style of writing. So here 210, it is only, and he did not, I think he mentioned the both also. 210 Tracy L. Yeah, it is a one author name. Actually, the Tracy L 210 surname will come first here, and hence we can make in that style. And and see, there the ampersand is there. Ampersand we used it. Where we used ampersand? The upper style. Here we used ampersand. See, this is ampersand we used. APA style, use the symbol. In APA style, we use the symbol, but in the Chicago style, we are not using the symbol, but you are using the equivalent English language word, and, not the symbol. So, and Michael R. Solomon, because there is the two author, and in the above style, we are using the year in the parenthesis. But here, we are not using in the parenthesis. Note the difference. Then afterwards, title will be written, social media marketing. This title, generally, any title, we have to supposed to write in italics. Either whatever the style would be there, doesn't matter. The title should be written in the italics, and see that the first letter of the title should be in a capital letter without making the prepositions, articles, and conjunction. You should not supposed to make the capital letter, but the other letter should be the capital letter. First letter of the word should be the capital letter, and title ends with the full stop. Sir, you are haraka. This is a repetition. It's not haraka. It is a repetition. Already told in my last class. I am repeating here again. So, then title ends with the full stop. Afterwards, third edition. When you write the third edition, Arabic numeral third, RD, and after RD there is no full stop. And edition, here also they don't write E capital letter, but edition, it is the initial. It is a shortening form. In shortening form, the rule is the first letter should be the capital letter, the rest of the letter should be the small letter, and every shortening ends with a full stop. Period. That is the rule. But here they say third and ED, small ED. This is the style they used here in the Chicago. And later on, full stop, and the place of publication, Los Angeles. And the name of the publisher, CA Sage and Publications. Year should be come over there. Because it is a total one. The year should be followed, but here they already wrote the year after the author only. That's why year is not there. But what we are style we are using it now. We use the style not after the author year. We don't use it. We use it at the name of the publisher later. Okay, this is the style. The Chicago manual style developed this style of referencing, and it further comes to the two variant form, that is the Chicago and Chicago B. Of course, you need not worry about it because the advanced version is Chicago B. Then the Turabian referencing, this generally we will use it. Turabian style we will use it because it is an acceptable style. And author last name means surname. Author last name means surname. Author first name means prefix. Author middle name means suffix and prefix and suffix middle. That is the author middle name. First name, second name, third name. The third name is said to be surname, or we can say suffix. And the first name, we can say prefix. And the kati we can say it is the middle of the name. But when you are writing the cataloging, always write the surname first and the first name initial, second name initial. Suppose if you don't want to write the initial, it is the confusion will come over there because we will feel that is the three authors. Though better you write the surname and the other first name and the middle name you put the initial. Only initial, first letter you put it. That is the best method. So here the author last name means surname, author first name, last name and first name that he used over there. So suppose if they having the three names, like my name is having the three, Mohammed Saheb Hussain. Hussain is a surname. First name is a Muhammad. Middle name is a Saheb. Hence, when you are writing Hussain, comma, don't write Muhammad Saheb full form. No. M full stop, S full stop, comma, continuation. If it is continuation is there. That is the style you have to adapt it. So, author's first name and last name is surname. Author first name is first. Of course, only two names are here. And the title, Africa, the title of the article. Title of the article, maybe the two titles also there. Subtitle, anyway, subtitle always comes with a colon. Colon, vertical two dots. Don't write full stop and comma. No. Colon, vertical two dots. Always, it is a fundamental rule. A subtitle will always come with the, follows with the colon. So write that style of writing. So the title of the article, colon, subtitle of the article, you are right. And here they put it in a double inverted comma. Instead of writing, they put it in a double inverted comma. So either you can keep the double inverted comma, but now present style is no double inverted comma, only italics. Only italics, present style is. Don't write the double inverted comma, write the italics because the present style is, that is the way of writing. So write the italics and of course he has given journal title. So he has a journal subtitle volume number. The volume number is there, issue number is there, date of publication is there, year of publication is there, and quoted the first name and author name, the secondary sources, last name of the author, secondary source, title of the source, subtitle source. Title, subtitle is must. Title, subtitle, if it is there, we can write it with the colon. Later on, keep in the mind, if it is the author book, I told you now, edition comes. If there is no edition, it deems that is the first edition. Suppose the third edition, Arabic numeral third, RD, edition. Here, try to avoid small e, write the capital E, D full stop. Then, after edition, imprint comes. Imprint consisting of three. What are they? Name of the publisher, name of the place of publication, name of the publisher, year of the publication. So these things will come. And here they say place of publication and publisher's name and the year. Did you observe it here? Here, my cursor is showing place of publication, publisher's name and year. Did you notice it? Say yes. Did you notice this? Yes. Why you are saying? Yes. Yes. Why you are saying, sir, yes, Kula chakula sasabi. Chakula kula will say sinjo. Chakula siyo kula. Okay, come to the point. Turabian style of referencing was based on the Chicago style of referencing. Turabian style of based on the Chicago style of referencing. It is specifically designed for the students to make them work on the research paper similar to the working of the Chicago style. A Turabian style of referencing also come with the two variations, i.e. a essay, that is a documentary note system and other system. Now, generally we will follow the Turabian style. And here I told you the surname Virgo, first name Peter. And here they wrote, and after Peter there is a full stop because there is no other continuity is there. And then they wrote the year, but year is not in the circular bracket, 1993. And art in Vienna, 1898-1918, there is a title of the book. And third edition, and he also wrote EDN small. No, we will small deviation we can make it up. Third, capital E, D full stop. Don't write EDM. Capital E, D full stop. Then place of publication, London. And here, after London, we will write they wrote the colon. but we are making Chicago and the Turabian style kati. So we will remove the colon. We will put only the comma. Place of publication, comma. Name of the publisher, comma. Year of publication, full stop. So here, London, you write the comma, then Hayden is the publisher name, and last the year will come. Because here he wrote here, but in our style, we are making the hybridized style. So don't write the year after the author. No, if you write also, it's good, but it is the old style. It is outdated. So new style is, I am giving you. First, surname means last name. Next, first name, initial. Second name, initial. If it is continuation is there, comma. And, A&D, and, second author. Surname, first name, initial, second name, initial, full stop. Then, title of the book. Title of the book always italics. And the first letter of the every word should be capital letter, except conjunctions, prepositions, and articles. We are not supposed to do. Other thing is a capital letter. Then every title ends with a full stop. After that one, if there is no edition, means first edition. But don't write the one STEDN. No, apana. Nothing is written means deemed that is the first edition. Second edition only you have to write it. Second, third only. Suppose it's a second edition, Arabic numeral, second ND. Edition, E capital letter, D small letter, full stop. Edition is over. Then what will come? 3. Name of the place of publication, name of the publisher, year of publication. Yes. Name of the publication, when you want to write it, I don't write like Malimbe, don't write this Kiboha or Nini Nani. No, write Moshi. Moshi, the publisher name and year of publication. Full stop. Suppose if you want the particular pages, P, small p, full stop, and page number. Page number. Look here. Nene Dirisha. Seriously, I am teaching here Dirisha looking from the door. So P, full stop, and Arabic number, you are right. Page nation, then put the full stop. Suppose it's the 75 to 85. Small p, full stop, 75. Don't write TO2, hyphen you write. Hyphen and 85. If the two pages are there consecutive, 75, ampersand and 76. Don't write hyphen. So that is the style of writing. That is the acceptable style. For first author, second author, you write and. If the third author is there, write the surnames only. Don't write the initials. First author surname, second author surname, and. Third author surname and initials you write it. Then as usual, title of the book, then other thing is common everywhere. If the four authors are there, don't write all authors, write the first author. And you write style and others. Tosha. Then you can write the title and you can write the as usual, Kamakvaida. This is the book referencing of style which you are adapting now. Generally, we are adapting a little modification from the Turabian style. Because Turabian style write the author's later year, but here the year you can write the last. So that is the way that you can manage it. The style of referencing is generally used in the field of economics. However, there is no such official manual guide of it, but some organizations have their own style of Harvard referencing are some of the prominent ones. So it depends upon the way that you are. Of course, one core style we don't read it because we read only 4 styles. It's not necessary. Oskola side is not necessary because they are the different style. But we follow only the Chicago, Changania, Turabian style. That is the style that we will follow it. Yes, up to that extent, APA style we will follow it, MLA style we will follow it, depending upon the university they will follow it. But we are only concentrating on the APA, MLA, Chicago, Turabian, Tosha. These are 4 styles where you want to write a referencing. But don't Changania, because we write one style which is given by the university brochure, apply the same style. But here I don't think that whether they change it or not, but because they have to supposed to change it. because change of the style of writing. Change of the style of writing, now you have to change it. But this is the way that we can make it out, especially for the referencing. Other, we need not worry about that one. So this is about the referencing. Now still we do have some time, at least half of the time is there. So now I can concentrate on what is FIRAC model, what is Iraq model, while you are giving the answer to your problem questions. Because that is the style of writing, that is the style of approach, a accepted approach. And I sent to the Charles alias, I don't know whether he sent to you or not, model. Model I have sent him. Say with your tongue, sir, we received it or we don't receive it. We did not receive it. Sir, we don't know. Sir, somehow. What somehow? Whether received or not received. Sir, we don't say anything. Because if you say something, you will find the fault. Is it for my sake, finding the fault? To clear yourself only. But anyway, come to the point. Whether you send it or not, that I made it the thing is a Christian. Where, yeah. Your PDF style. PDF, we can increase it. No, we cannot increase it. Better we can follow the other one. Yeah. And whenever a case law is given, see, when you go for your law school of Tanzania, and they will teach you again the same thing. They will give the case to you, full judgment, around about 15 to 16, 20 or 30 pages, then ask you to write the brief. When you're writing the brief, they will ask you, write in the FIRAC model or a method or a style. P-FIRAC, FIRAC model. Look at me. FIRAC model, that's a style that you have to adapt it. So when you are writing, what is P means? P means procedure. In the procedure, keep in the mind and observe it, what is coming over here. And I think it is visible to you. Is it? Or can I enlarge it? I think it is more. Okay. When you say procedure, I wrote to the left-hand side procedure. And the P is a capital letter. And other are small letters. And will not end with any punctuation. Because side heading rule is there. First letter should be the capital letter. The rest letters should be the small letters. And no punctuation. That is, because there is no other word is there. And hence, no matter. And next is, in the center you have to write the title of the parties. Title of the parties is Smith versus Baker case law it is. Your first year, no, you did not come. Law taught case law this is. Smith versus Baker. See, I wrote the V small letter. I did not write the V capital letter, V small letter. No, that is the old style. The present style is small v full stop and title always be in italics. Title always be in italics. Wherever it appears, means title of the party I am speaking. Title of the party is always in italics. Wherever it may appear, doesn't matter. Comma, continuation comma. Then comma, then I wrote the square bracket. I wrote the square bracket because AC is the in volumes. Appeal cases is the volumes. So it's a square bracket. 1891 AC is the acronym or initial or shortening or contraction. AC, is it a initialism or a acronym or a shortening or a contraction? I told you four. I told you four abbreviations to you. It is AC, we are uttering the letter, hence we can say it is initialism. We did not say Moku. If Moku, if you say, is the acronym, because we uttered in a one word. But we hear letter, we are saying AC. So it is the initialism. So AC 325 is the page number. 325 is the page number. I did not write full stop, comma, anything after the page number because heading, subheading, Side heading, never have any punctuation. No punctuation. So that's why it came in the heading. But when you are writing the title here, especially the title of the case, we don't write the capital letters. Note the point. When you are writing the parties, we never write the capital letters. We never write the capital letters. Either in the body or in the footnote. Hapana. Fundamental rule. It's a fundamental rule. So, next, who are the judges who decided the case law? So, Lord Herschel and Sternalde, M.R. and Lord Halsbury. These are the three people, those who gave the judgment. And in the below, you should come and follow the style. The Lord L should be capital letter, and Herschel H should be capital letter, and the first letter should be capital letter, and MR is the initial, and MR, but R after full stop should come because it's the initial. Are you following me? It's the initial always goes with the full stop. Fundamental rule. Fundamental rule, that's all. Then continuation, comma. So MR, here continuation is there, but and is there, but we can write comma also here. And Lord Halsbury. So these are the three authors, it's not three judges. Okay, now here, from where this case has appeared in this court, you have to write first sentence. So what I wrote, this was an appeal from the lower court to the House of Lords. From where this case? Some cases have directly we can file it. That's called original jurisdiction. Suppose election cases are there. You cannot file it in the lower court. You cannot file it in the district court, election cases. You file original jurisdiction, only high court. Only high court. If the matter is, money matter is very high, we don't file it in the district court. Because the district court doesn't have the jurisdiction. Only high court, depending on the jurisdiction which is having over there. So, it is there from lower court to the House of Lords, whereby the plaintiff, the employee, sued the employer. Who sued whom? First, what is the nature of, from where the case has come? Who are the parties? Second sentence, who are the parties? And his employee sued his employer for negligence. And who is the employer and employee? Why he sued? Reason. Reason you have to write. Sued for the negligence which resulted the injury to the plaintiff, because he sued and he got the injured over there, plaintiff. The employer pleaded. What the employer said? No, voluntary not fit injury is applicable defense, but failed the plead as it defense, because he pleaded the defendant pleaded the voluntary not fit injury, but that it's failed over there. Then lastly, you have to write what happened to the case. Means result of the case. What happened here? Sema. Say in the sonorous voice, the appeal was dismissed. So how many components are there? From where the case has come, who are the parties, what is the litigation, and who was injured, and the last one is what the defense is taken and what is the outcome. That means the gist of the case should appear in the 3 lines. The gist of the case should appear in the 3 lines. From where it came, who are the parties, what is the cause of action, what is the defense, and what is the outcome. Means outcome of a court. Tosha. That is the gist of the entire case. Now, facts of the case law. Yes, you can choose the facts which are relevant. Facts are material. Sometimes it is a law of contract. It's a time-bound contract. Dates are very important. Time is very much important at the time. In other cases, we overlook it because we don't see it. What exactly the case law here? The plaintiff in this case was employed to operate a drill in a quarry. A drilling mission is there in the quarries, and he was operating. Of course, from there he again, from time to time, stones were passing over the his head in the sling of the crane. Crane is carrying away the boulders, and he anticipated Virgil hunched the danger that one day and other day the stone may fall for his head. He brought the notice to the employer, because when the crane is going over there, sometimes either the steel wire, the rope may be cut out, or the hook may come out. Probability is there, or the boulder which is kept it over there, it may be out of balance. So many other probability there that is going to fall on your head, but still you have given the consent to work over there. One day a stone fell over and injured him. Actually, we should not say stone. If small stone falls over there, nothing will happen. Boulder, a big one, boulder will say. B-O-U-L-D-E-R, boulder, means big stone is called boulder. B-O-U-L-D-E-R, boulder. I don't know what you say in Kiswahili. Small stone, I know, sand, machanga. Stone? Makubwa. Makubwa, sir, makubwa machanga. Okay. It's a boulder fall on your head and fell on the injured person. And the employer pleaded the defense of voluntary flight in India, because you know that a day will come and you will going to fall it, and the court decided in favor of the plaintiff, and hence this appeal. So why this has come over there? This appeal has come to the House of Lords from the lower court, because he was injured, because the defense will not available. And you said the defense is available, but he said the defense will not be available. Merely knowing that it is not a consent. I don't know whether how many people know the mine. Did you see mine anytime? Underground mine, I am speaking. Underground mine, mica mine, tanzanite mine, gold mine, underground. And surface is open cast. You can see the bingu. Bingu is no problem. But underground, if you see upside, you may get a doubt. At any time it may fall. If it might fall, you will become a papad. You know papad? So probability is there, because of course they will check it and they will keep the rod and they will try it, and they say now okay, now you can go, it will not fall. Or they will construct a support so that it may not fall. So why I am giving, probability is there. If it falls over there, and you will become a pulp. But you have given the consent to work. Does it mean that is their free consent? Because if the consent is not there for your livelihood, so it is not a free consent, because we have to review and you have to take care of it in the underground. That's the people, those who are working underground, their salary is makubwa, because there is a hot, sometimes there is no air. Of course, they will keep the fans, but sometimes they will work and come and stand before the fan. And they will work and come and stand before the fan, because heavy. And of course, Maji will be given over there, and supply was there, and everything was there in the underground. So what my point is, facts should be written first. Then what are the issues are there? Now, see the style of writing issue. Small Roman arrested. Small Roman arrested. There is no full stop. So whether there was a negligence for the not taking the measure to safeguard the plaintiff, colon. Number two, whether the plaintiff has given the free consent to undergo the him or Virgil injury by continuing in a situation which was dangerous or harmful in nature, colon, not colon, semicolon. Third, whether there was a proximate cause between the negligent act of the defendant and the injury sustained by the plaintiff, semicolon. The fourth, whether the injury sustained by the plaintiff was a foreseeable, semicolon, and, because last is and, and. The fifth one is whether the plaintiff could be entitled for the damages. You write to whether, or you can write direct statement also. Not necessarily you have to write whether also. You can cut short, the plaintiff has been given the free consent or not. You can write it like that also. Need not to write whether. Of course, sometimes you write whether, sometimes you can omit. Sometimes you can write whether, sometimes you can omit. Because direct statement you can make it out. No question mark. No question mark. Only semicolon. And the last one, semicolon, and the last point. Full stop. No semicolon. Look it here. Okay, no semicolon. Last is full stop. Then the rule. In the rule means, what are the cases supporting the stand for the issue? All the cases you should write. If the sections are there, section you have to write. But there is a tort law, it doesn't have the section except a few places, like Workman Compensation Act, or Fatal Accident Act, or Newspaper Act. In few places only we have the section, otherwise there is no sections. Or you can use the maxims. Maxims you can use it. Whatever the maxims would be there. For instance, if the contract maxim you have studied it. Can you tell me anyone one contract maxim? Anyone one contract maxim? Sir, what is the Zawadi? I will give the PP. Anyone? Bole sana. Yes. Precedent. Precedent is not a maxim. What case decided is called, we can say precedent. That is not a maxim. You don't know any maxim? Yeah. Repeat. I say contract maxim. Okay. Okay, at least you are given. I will give the PP, but you cannot come from over here. I can pass on to you. Doesn't matter. And you come and give them back to me. You come and give me the back to me. And ignorantia fecit. Ignorantia juris non excusat. Ignorantia fecit excusat. But the contract maxim is there. Conses ad idem. Identity of the man. Yeah, but over, time is over. I told you, give me the bat. He doesn't know the sign and symbol. Doesn't know the sign and symbol. Simama. Don't tell to anybody what I am having here. Okay? Siri. Many things I am having. Simama. Pass on. Pass on to him. No, pass on. He will pass on. Don't worry. Pass on. Pass on. Pass on. You need not to go. You need not to go. You need not to go. Pass on means reaches to him. You know, goal, when you're getting amigo, pass on means he can give to another, he will give to another one, he will shoot it. Okay, come to the point. So we write all the maxims and we will write all the sections if it is there and all the rules and all the cases which are supporting for each issue. So after that, application. In application, please note the point. Take the first issue first. See, I wrote here, see, at the first issue time, issue is concerned. Yes, so and so, so and so. Hug versus Lord Advocate is a very much applicable law there, because that applicable law that I made it in the first issue. And I wrote only one paragraph. Only one paragraph, one issue. Don't write one paragraph, 3 pages. No, time, muda. You lose your muda, you know the many things. Muda is very important. Time management is very important. So write the short way, support one case law, come to the second issue, and the second issue I dealt. See, second issue I quoted Bowater versus Rowley Regis Corporation. One case law I quoted. And next, as to the third issue is concerned, Launch versus Nurdin case law, and there is a Vatundu in Swahili. Swahili, Vatundu, also it is there. Children are mischievous. Mutundu Sana, children's, Kama Mimi. I did not. I don't know. I don't think that you can. Okay. No matter. What at the fourth issue, you can take it. Fourth issue, I take the Overseas Tankship UK Limited versus Morse and Dock Engineering. And the fifth issue, Birmingham Water Company Limited. So each issue there. And when you are writing the issues in the exam, you need not to write the footnote, but you are writing the assignment, you can write the footnote, and every footnote ends with the full stop. Did you observe? Every footnote ends with the full stop. And KB is a volume sense, square bracket. QB is in a volume sense, square bracket. AC is in the volume sense, square bracket. Etc. English case law, hence square bracket. All English cases are in square bracket. Okay. Next, conclusion. See FIRAC procedure, F fact, I issue, R rules, A application, C conclusion. So first issue, what is the conclusion? Held. Conclusion means held. Second issue, what is held? Third issue, what is held? Each one line or two line paragraph. See, you could see here how many are there? 5 paragraphs are there or not? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. 5 issues, 5 paragraph conclusion should appear. 2 issues, 2 paragraphs conclusion. In rule, only 2 paragraphs. First issue and the second issue. Tosha. But each issue should be supported with the case laws. No case law, no tort law. No case law, no tort law. Don't write. In one of the English case law, in one of the Swahili case law, in one of the Gina, case Gina, first name, at least first case law name. That is very much important. Of course, when you are writing the case briefing, generally they will give the full case. Full decision will be given. But look it, and you can take the what are the essential components should be there. It should be come here. That you have to write it. So that is the style of writing the FIRAC model. When a case law full judgment is given, full judgment is given. In the legal method, they will give the FIRAC model. Full judgment they will give you. It may be 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages. And when you read it, you pick out facts, you pick out who are the members at, you pick out what happened, you pick out what are the rules applied over there, you pick out and say your discussion depending upon the issues, and you come to the point, the conclusion, right over the conclusion given by the court. In case, if you are not agreeing with the decision of the court, my opinion, you can keep another. After conclusion, my opinion, yes, you can differ it. It's not necessary that you should agree with all the decision which is given by the High Court or the Court of Appeal. You can disagree it, because every man is having his school of thought. And if you say whether death sentence is a barbaric or death sentence is a acceptable, there is a debate. Most of the countries say death sentence is barbaric, and hence they cancel the death sentence. They removed the death sentence. But Tanzania did not remove it. India did not remove it. Hapana. And I am also in the opinion that it should not be removed. No. Otherwise, people kill other people like a cuckoo or like a bird, sparrow. Hence, death sentence should be there. Yes, it should be there. Because fear is very much important. Suppose I am not giving that I am supporting any other thing. If see, I am saying if you make a rape of any girl, if you make a rape any girl, really if you made it, kata pumbu imbili, tosha. Tosha. You cannot dream, even rape in your dream also. You cannot even do the rape in your dream because you know pumbu kata. What is life? What is life? Sema, is there a Africa, wabariki